Hello everyone, I am Dhara Sharma welcoming you back to our channel. In the ongoing video series of Fundamentals of Software Development, we have been understanding different phases for developing a software. In my previous video, we have discussed about the second phase, which is requirement analysis and specification. In this video, we will understand the next phase of software development, which is design phase. So in this video, I am going to cover what is design process, then we will see what are the design activities, and at last we will see some design methodologies. So first of all, let's understand what design process is. We have seen in my previous video how requirements are gathered, analyzed and then documented. That document is called SRS. So SRS contains all the requirements of software to be developed in the theoretical form. So to understand the requirements more clearly, they are converted into design form. So here SRS will work as an input to design phase. Software design is a process to transform the user requirements into some suitable form, which helps the programmers in software coding and implementation. During the software design phase, the design document is produced based on the customer requirements as documented in the SRS document. Hence, the aim of the phase is to transform the SRS document into the design document. So, there are some items that are designed and documented during the design phase, which are different modules required, control relationships among the modules, then interface among different modules, then data structure among the different modules, and algorithms required to implement among the individual modules. Now let's understand different design activities. Design activities provide different views of software to be developed. What part of the system we need to develop can easily be understood by different design activities. So design activities are classified into 4 categories: architectural design, then interface design, then component design, and at last the database design. So architectural design helps to understand the overall structure of the system. It provides all the information like modules of the system, functionalities, users, tables of database, data and flow of data, etc. It can be understood by the data flow diagram. Data flow diagram is somewhat complex diagram, but it gives the best solution to understand the whole system and its working. Next design activity is interface design. So first of all, let me tell you what interface is. Interface is a medium or a way between two components through which both components can communicate with each other. Interface design activity defines the interface between system components. It describes how system communicates with itself and with user also. It can be understood from data flow diagram and state transition diagram. Now, third design activity is component design activity. This activity defines all the components of the system and show how they operate. It can be understood with the help of state transition diagram. And the last design activity is the database design activity. Now, it is the most important task that needs to be performed while developing a software, which is database designing. Database design activity helps to understand how data should be organized and how it would flow in the system and communicate with each other. There are 2 types of diagrams used to understand the structure of database. First one is entity relationship diagram, or you can say ER diagram, and the other one is data dictionary. You can say DD. ER diagram helps to understand what data are used in the system, how it would flow in the system, and how it would be organized. Data dictionary gives a complete and detailed idea about the database, like where data should be stored, constraints on data, and relations between data. So with the help of different types of diagrams, we can have idea about the different views of the system. Now let's understand the design methodologies. Design methodologies are followed in software development from beginning up to completion of the product. Software design is an important activity as it determines how the whole software development task would proceed, including the system maintenance. A method can be defined as a systematic procedure for a set of activities. Different methodologies can support work in different phases of the system lifecycle. For example, planning, analysis, design and programming, or implementation and testing. Design methodologies are used to provide guidelines for the design activity. The nature of the design methodologies are dependent on some of the factors: the software development environment, the type of system being developed, user requirements, qualification and training of the software development team, available software and hardware resources. There are large number of software design methodologies. Different methodologies are used to solve different types of problems. Here we are going to discuss two types of design methodologies. One is function-oriented design and the other is object-oriented design. Now let's understand function-oriented design methodology. Function-oriented methodology mainly focuses on functions. Starting at the high-level view of the system, each function is successively refined into more detailed functions or sub-functions. Each of these sub-functions may be split into more detailed sub-functions and so on. Data in the system is centralized and shared among different functions. Function-oriented design further classified into structural analysis and structured design. So, structure analysis, let's understand what's that. It is used to transform a textual description into graphical form. It examines the detailed structure of the system. It identifies the processes and data flow among these processes. In structure analysis, functional requirements specified in SRS are decomposed and analysis of data flow is represented diagrammatically by DFD, means data flow diagram. And in structure design, during the structure design, the results of structural analysis are transformed into the software design. All the functions identified during analysis are mapped to module structure, and that is useful for implementation. The aim of the structure design is to transform the result of structural analysis into a structure chart. Now let's understand object-oriented design methodology. In this design, the system is viewed as a collection of objects, or you can say entities. Objects available in the systems are identified and their relationships are built during the approach. And the whole system is built using bottom-up approach. Each object has its own internal data and similar objects constitute a class. So each object is a member of a class. Class diagram is used to represent the object-oriented design. UML modeling and use case are also used in object-oriented design. Data in system is not centralized and shared, but it is distributed among the objects in the system. Three main concepts of object-oriented design are encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Greatly enhance the ability of developer to more easily manage the software product. Encapsulation means combining data and function into a single entity. Inheritance provide reusability, and by polymorphism, same context can be used for different purposes. So this was all about design methodologies. Depending upon some criteria that we discussed earlier, design methodology is decided to work further. Now let's see some of the important questions related to the concepts we learned in this video. The first one is, what is design process? Then what is input to design process? Then which are the different design activities? Then which are the design methodologies? And the last one is, on the basis of which criteria design methodology is decided. So it was all about the third phase of software development, which is design phase. We have understood in the video that what is design process and how the whole process is carried out. I hope you like the video. If you have any query regarding this video, you can comment us. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon with my next video. Till then, stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.